All right. I think we're ready now. Hello, guys. This is gonna be my first video today. It's gonna be pre-recorded before it goes up on stream. And really, this is just a test stream. We're either gonna see if this works out, and if everything works out, you're gonna see it sometime soon, or it will never see the light of day. So that's great. But today we're gonna be building in Britechester. We're in, go back to World Select. This is actually gonna be my building world. It's full of empty lots. It'll eventually be a legacy challenge for one of the legacies that I have planned, but I don't have all the builds that I want in it right now. And today we're gonna be building in Britechester, and we're gonna be building one of the dorm halls today. We're gonna be building a dorm room. But until we get there, I am gonna adjust some things. I feel like the music's just a little bit too loud. Yeah. Is that better? A little better? I guess we'll find out. If it's too loud, maybe I can adjust it in post. I'll figure that shit out later. Okay. Alright. So to start... Oh, shit. We're gonna start with the Drake Hall, because this build in particular is supposed to be in my eye. You know what? Should I start here? What do the other ones look like? Oh, shit. Stupid requirements. What do the other ones look like? Do these ones look better? I've never really built in Britechester. I try to avoid this one like the plague. Now, what are the sizes? 30 by 20? I guess they're both 30 by 20. They're just different sizes. Alright, I guess we're gonna go with this one. This is where my vision was anyways. To start with. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this junk. And then we're gonna start with our walls. Because... I don't know. I just noticed that the volume is all the way up on my microphone, and I hope that's just not too ridiculously loud. Okay. Let's see. Do I want short height or tall? I feel like dorm rooms are short height. That's just how I feel. But maybe they aren't. I don't know. I've never lived in a dorm room. I'm in college right now, and I don't live in a dorm. But maybe it isn't that tall. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I think we're ready. Let's look at the outlining. So, for a little backstory for some of this, this is going to be the dorm rooms that our main character is going to be living at when she's eventually graduated and off to college. But we are nowhere near that. We haven't even started playing her yet. She's a child. She's living in Del Sol Valley right now. She's not even placed in the world. But we'll get to all that, and we'll show off our Sims later. But for right now, we're going to... There you are. Yeah, I have all of the packs, so we are not in any stress. Oh, great. That actually matches the outside. Now, sometimes they add stuff that doesn't match the outside. And it is a little irritating when they have swatches that you don't have access to. Speaking of, there is so much Sims drama. Like, ridiculous Sims drama. I can't believe that so many creators left the creator fund. I'm a little, disturbed by it, you know? It's a little scary thinking about what's gonna happen to our game. But at the same time, I'm kind of just like, you know, whatever happens, happens. It's not the first time that I've dealt with a company selling out. If anybody's a fan of Squaresoft, you know that they sold to Square Enix. Or they sold to Enix to become Square Enix. And I guess the games, but I guess they're not, you know, a Dubai Prince. Two different things. For sure. Oh, okay. Let's see what we want. What do we want to do for the roof here? What does everybody else's roofs look like? Everybody's got those weird flat tops. Let's see. Let's get a platform. Yeah. Should we make it inside like that? Like, you see how it's like in, I mean, there's a courtyard and that's why. Or should we try to keep it like this? I don't know. I don't really remember what this roof looked like before. It's been so long since I've actually looked at Britechester stuff. Maybe we'll just... I have to keep switching between the two cameras. If I don't keep switching, then I'm going to get irritated. Oop, and this one needs to go in one. Okay. Let's see. Doop, doop, doop. How tall do we think we could get this? That's as tall as we can get it. I mean, it doesn't look too ridiculous, right? I mean, it looks really ridiculous. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks super ridiculous. Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it. Ooh, I think I gotta fix my character. She's looking a little weird. There we go. I think that's better. Now I look like I'm actually looking at The Sims. Before it looked like I was off looking in the distance. But now it looks like I'm actually looking at The Sims. Okay. You know, I think I need a snack real quick. I'm gonna mute my mic. I actually took an edible. And then I will have snacks. But it'll make The Sims go by much easier. Otherwise, I feel like it's just going nowhere. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's see. I want... Let's see. I think we can get away with this roof if we scoot it back. Okay, I think we're gonna have to lower this. How does that look? That's better. That looks much better. Okay. Oh, no. That's not what I'm trying to do. I feel like I'm working in such a tiny space, and I don't know why. Copy all this stuff. Oh, yeah, you're gonna act a fool. Okay, let's. Oh no. Commercials. No, skip. Okay. We don't want to listen to commercials. I'm just trying to listen to some vibey Pokemon music. Why is this still? What's that? There we go. Now we can just copy that one over. Okay. So that looks good for the roof. A little better. I don't know. Should we have... Maybe we can have like a hangout up there. I don't know. I haven't decided. But what I do know what I want is we're going to look at this inside real fast. Because what I'm picturing... Let's get the elevator in real fast. So we're going to have the elevator probably be center here. I don't know. Center. Just in this area. In this generalized area. And then what I want is... I want the bathrooms to be in the middle. So like, you know, something... Don't do that. Something like that. Like with the bathrooms in the middle, and then all of the dorm rooms are surrounding it. But I gotta figure out how we're gonna get them in. All of the rooms in. So I guess we'll figure out how we want these bathrooms. Is this like... This bath seems like a really big bathroom. Like I said, I don't actually know. But this is what I picture and what I imagine when people are like, dorm life sucks. Maybe this isn't gonna work. Maybe if we squish it in. But I don't like how uneven. What if we just have a big hallway here? This is not going to work right away. Okay, let's delete all this. What if we start with our rooms? If we just get an idea of the size of the rooms we want. And then we can go from there. So... No. Then we can add all of our windows and shit and all that. Anyways, what was I talking about before? I can't remember. But, whatever. I think I got something else I want to talk about. I've actually been playing the new Pokemon game that just came out. Pokemon ZA. I have played it for 2 days straight. And at first, I will say I was a little disappointed in it. Because when they changed the battle style. I mean, like, as an old school Pokemon player, it was jarring to have my battle system change the way it did. Like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why would they do that to us? I used to say they were the chosen ones. I used to refer to that as one of the only turn-based RPGs that exist anymore. And then they took it away? That's crazy to me. Why would they do that? But now that I've played it for a couple days, I've kind of developed a strategy, and I'm not dying as much anymore. That's really what the big problem was that I was just continually dying. Okay, let's see. Does this seem like a big enough room? I don't know, I can't tell. How big are dorms? Like, for like, I don't know, I suppose we'd have roommates. That's what I think. Ooh, but at the same time, let me think here. What if we had a back patio? Okay, this is just me shooting out the box, but I don't know. Anyways, we're getting off track. Because, I mean, can we fit 2 beds in here? Yeah, we can fit 2 beds in here comfortably. And 2 desks. Let's look. 2 full-size desks. We'll see some dressers. Do a full-size dresser just so we can confirm. Yeah, that's pretty big. What was it? What size is this? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 6. That's not bad. But when I look at the rest of the lot, I'm like, ooh, that's ridiculously big. But maybe it'll feel better once I have the bathroom situation. See, this is where I'm like, ugh. Maybe we want the bathrooms in the back. Again, commercials. No commercials. We do not want commercials. Fuck off. I'm so sick and tired of all of YouTube's ads. They're getting ridiculously long. I feel like I have to watch 8 of them to watch like a 3-minute video nowadays. What do dorms look like? I don't actually know. Alright, I'm just gonna put them along the back wall. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay, here's the plan. No, don't do that. So we'll actually have a middle section here. Maybe we'll make this like a sitting area. That might work for a sitting area. And then I think we'll take these and put them on the other side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop. Whoop. 8. Okay, so we have a nice outline, I think, here. Maybe. Oof. I'm looking at it and I'm hating it. What can I do? Because how am I going to get a bathroom in here? I'm not going to get a bathroom in here. God damn it. Let's think for a second. There's just no way that I'm going to get a bathroom in that. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let's just do that. And then we'll get rid of all that. Ugh. Okay, whatever. Let's just bulldoze. I don't want to bulldoze. I did the roof. I don't want to bulldoze. I did the roof. I did the roof. Don't. It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it. Fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. There. Fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. Okay. So I think I have something. Something in my Sims inspiration album. I'm just going to go look quick so that I can see what we have going on. God. I'm pretty sure I have a dorm. Something inspired by a dorm room. Somewhere. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, that's actually really cute stuff. That's not what I'm looking for. Sims. Ah, here. I did find it. Okay. So we are actually going to have to bulldoze. Damn it. I mean, that's okay, but it's not what I wanted to do. I hope this is the same size lot. Otherwise, I'm going to be really pissed if it's not. Bulldoze the lot. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start... We're going to start with, God. The bathroom in the middle. The bathroom in the middle, like I said. And it's not going to be very big. It's going to be like this size. Nothing too drastic, but just like enough. And then we're going to have something in the corner like this. Okay. I gotta make sure this is big enough, first of all. I think it is. And then we're gonna put one over here. And then one in the middle. Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Uh-oh. Scoot that in. 1, 2, 3. So what? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rooms. And they don't all have to be... I think I'm only gonna make it 8. Because I think we'll make these 2... maybe like little hangouts. I don't know. What's in a dorm room? Somebody figure it out for me. What is actually in a dorm room? I don't actually know. And then we're gonna put stuff in here. Just so we have some unique shapes. And of course, it didn't give me... It never does that. God. Wait, did that put that on top? No. God bless America. Freaking ads! And they're non-skippable. Again, I'm also sick and tired of the non-skippable ads. When are we going to get rid of that? When will they be done with this tyranny? And why didn't I get... Again, The Sims is frustrating. So now I have to go through and do this. It's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. Okay. We have a decent shell here going on. For our elevator, well, we're gonna pull that back. Give me this. Yeah, I want it right in the middle here. I'm gonna delete that. We're gonna build some walls. Okay. Looks good. Yep. Okay, it looks good. Anyways, I was talking about the new Pokemon. And I really like the game so far. It has been really fun. I'm enjoying the story. I enjoy all the characters. I have a couple frustrations. But I mean, that's just me being me. And the frustrations aren't really so much of like, oh, it's bad games. Like, I haven't found any bugs. at all. Like, I'm not experiencing anything like what happened with Scarlet and Violet, where there was a shit ton of bugs. And no graphics issues, nothing like that. It was just the battling system that really irked me for a little bit there, for a couple hours. I seriously hated it to my core. I was like, there is no fucking way that I can get this to work. I figured it out. I was just being a boomer. But it did piss me the fuck off for a long time. It also probably doesn't help that I've been pissed off for days. I'm just in a rage. I'm in induced rage right now, and I don't know why. I really shouldn't be, but like, so much shit is just pissing me the fuck off. I'm thinking, would it be weird if there was like a kitchen in the dorms? Is that normal to have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for like a group kitchen? Because I feel like that would be really cute up here. I might add that in just because it'll make my life much easier instead of having to add shit all over for, I don't know, whatever. And then we can add like books here. Let's do our windows. Let's actually do our windows in our wallpaper again. Where is Discover University, please. Oh, cover it all. Oh, not the inside, you fucking dweeb. Outside. Sometimes I have issues where when I hit that, it paints the walls inside too. I mean, not like what I just did here. That was me all the way. I mean, like, when it, like, accidentally colors, like, say, one panel outside, I've seen that happen a lot, and I don't like that glitch. It pisses me off, too. First fact about me, everything will piss me off. Everything. I will find a way to be pissed off about something. Okay. So, we got this. I don't actually think you can walk on this portion. No. Actually, that's a dangerous fall. But we are going to put... That's the only Discovery University flooring? What? Ugly carpet. Oh, no. Well, good thing I have everything else. Because that would have been fucking awful if I was doing that. Also, I'm gonna future apologize for using every pack known to man in my builds. Because I have the ability to use all packs, I'm going to use all packs. And I'm sorry if you keep hearing that bump. That's me dropping my vape against the desk. Because I'm always particularly nervous and dropping shit. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna put up a fence. I mean, Sims don't fall. So, like, there's not really a purpose to put one up. In fact, it would just annoy me. Most likely. And, alright, why don't we test one? Let's test out a fence first before we... Oh. I mean, it's not bad. Alright, I'll use that. I will use a fence. Just because it's not ugly. Something I noticed in particular about a lot of packs these days is that everything's really... Although Britechester is really old. It has been a million years since Britechester came out. But... Oh, shit. Okay. So, this is usually what we're going to be doing most days, is just playing The Sims. I got a couple of other ideas for games we're going to play, but I don't really want to go outside the means of what I know how to play. I know how to play The Sims. That's what I can play. I'm actually going to do this first, and then I'm going to decide what I want to do here. No. Again with the commercials. I need to pay for YouTube Premium. Oh. Maybe we should listen to something else. I don't know. What about... How is this one? I didn't turn it on. There we go. I like this one. I love Twin Leaf Town. Okay. This might work. Maybe not here. Oh, look at that. It was functioning perfectly. Amazing. I love it when it functions perfectly. And does what I want. So we're gonna scoot it into... This is gonna be really awkward looking. I can already tell. We'll try that out. No, I don't like it. Never mind. Oops. Immediate regret. Uh-oh. Okay. How are we gonna do these roofs? Maybe if I make it like a... T... Essentially... Or an I? That's not a T, that would be an I. Ugh, I had to adjust. Okay, and then... Maybe... Oh, we do this. Zoom in. Will you... Ugh. And then have something like that. Ooh. Actually scoot that in so it looks a little more even. Could I make this work? We're gonna find out. Which one is this from? Juba Life City. Oh, yeah. That's what I thought it was. Sometimes I forget. Because there's like... How many generations are we on now? This is not the right roof. We're on so many generations. I thought about streaming it when I first got it. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun for my first playthrough to, you know, play Pokemon? Because I love Pokemon so much. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, after I started playing it, I was really glad that I didn't, because I'm like, oh, there's no freaking way I would have been able to play this. I would have been too frustrated. Way too frustrated in playing that game. I would not have been having fun at all. And then it would have just been an awful time for everybody, because I just would have been raging. And nobody wants to rage when they play Pokemon. You just want to play Pokemon. So, I'm glad I kept that first playthrough for me. If I do play it, it'll be probably some funny, silly stuff to play around. Where... Oh, God. where, you know, there's nothing really like, maybe shiny hunting, I guess, would be something that you can do, but I haven't found a single shiny in it yet. Which is so crazy, because, like, I see other people, they're like, yeah, I found my first shiny within 20 minutes. And I'm like, how? How are you finding this shiny? Like, am I playing wrong? But I've always had this problem. I can never find a shiny, ever. The only time I get shinies is if I hack them in. And my Nintendo Switch isn't hacked, so I'm just shit out of luck. Why did that do that? Uh-oh. Something happened. And I don't know what. But I think I fixed it. Just a little higher. I think we're gonna keep it at that. Roofing is my least favorite activity in The Sims. I've always been bad at roofing, and that's why I loved Sims 3, because they had auto roofing, and I really wish they would bring that back, because your girl needs it. I can't roof for shit. I'm just going off of vibes, and hoping to God that it doesn't look ugly. So far, so good. Copy that. Okay. I don't know why that fucking happened, but okay. Oh, right. And we have these little... I think we're gonna take one of these. We're just gonna... We're just gonna lower it in there a little bit. Yeah. Kinda like that. I think we'll shrink it. Oh, do I like how that looks? I can't decide. I think we're gonna shrink it in. And then another one over here. And what the shit? Is that 4? Holy shit, it is. I scooped it inside, and I didn't even realize it. Alright. That's a good basis for now for a roof. I wanted to do windows. And a door. So let's go back to our Discover University doors that are all fucking ugly. Oh. What are the windows? That's not what those... Oh, I guess it is. I guess these are the windows. I lied. But they're ugly. No. Why do they look better in the world? Why do they look better in the world and not in my hand? The one that I have in my hand doesn't look good at all. Why? Why would they do this to me? Oh my god. Shit. Those are ugly too. Why are these all so... I mean, I know why. You know, if you're gonna do something for me, if you guys are gonna, like, steal my fucking game or sell it off, the least you could have done was make it good. Instead of... Are these even the same color? Doesn't all look like the same color. I'm guessing they are. Because that's the only red. I wish I could place it next to. Oh. Do I want that many windows on a dorm room? That's 4 windows. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe we'll have one on each side. Instead of trying to do this, we have one on each side. And then, of course, like this. Where are the matching doors for this, by the way? I'll scoot that in. That is something, that is another big complaint of mine about The Sims, is that sometimes the windows and the doors don't fucking match. Why? I don't know. Yeah, I hate how it looks from the outside, but from the inside, I can tell it looks much better. Like, it looks like a window. Why is that not even? Now it's even. That should have been auto even. I could have fucked that up. Actually, I think I did. I had that one right and this one wrong. Oh, look at that. Genius. Okay. That looks... Okay. See, look at... The sun is shining, hitting the light at the same... But why is this one lighter than this one? Why would they do that? Now it doesn't really match. Make it make sense. Here, I'll even change it to the... Alright, never mind. That didn't really change the light. Okay. Back on track. So I have been playing. No, I haven't been playing. I've been watching. I've been watching the new My Hero Academia, because it's something that you should really know about me, if it wasn't obvious from the start, is that I fucking love anime. It is my entire life and my entire being. I live, breathe, watch anime. But I'm very picky about which anime I watch. Like, I don't just watch just any. Because, like, then I'm like, they're not all good. I mean, we can be for real. They're not all good. And sometimes there are ones like, okay, controversial take right out the gate. I'm not a One Piece fan. And everybody I know who likes anime and watches anime likes One Piece. And I don't. I really, really don't. Not for any particular reason either. Like, it's not because of the art style. It's not because of how old it is. I think I'm just a jealous bitch. Because it has outlived not one generation of my favorite anime, but 2 generations of my favorite anime. Because it's still going. And it's still going. I don't know how it does that. When are we going to find the One Piece? If that's what that's even about. I don't actually know what One Piece is about. I've tried to watch it a couple times. But it just doesn't compute with me. I'm also, another one like that is Fairy Tail. I'm not a fan of Fairy Tail either. And I've watched that one fully. But I don't like it at all. don't know. Do I want like a... Ooh, that's ugly. I can't decide if I want a clear door, like a door with a window, or if I want a fancy door. I don't know. We'll decide. No, I just don't... I don't particularly care for some anime. I kind of like that one. Though I don't like that one. Like... I guess... Well, I meant my favorite... My number one is Bleach. I will forever be a Bleach fan. It has not moved in spot number one. It's not even the first anime I watched. It is the second. The first anime that I ever watched was Full Metal Alchemist. And that's not even in my top 5 anymore. We're not saying that it's not good. It is still really, really good. And I watch it just about every year. Once a year, at least. I try to watch it once a year. Just because it is really good. Oh, I kind of like that. You see how the red matches? Like, you see... Oh, God damn it. You see how the red kind of matches here? Kind of pulling that color in. It doesn't really match with the other. Maybe there's a better... No, I think we're going to stick with that one. Because of the reds kind of... They kind of blend in. They kind of match and blend. Yeah, no, I like Full Metal Alchemist still. And... It still holds up to this day as a really great anime. Especially, I don't recommend it for first-time watchers. If you know, you know. But that was it. The story behind how I got into Full Metal Alchemist is a little crazy. I got into anime when I was in like 6th grade. And I got into it because of my teacher. And it's really crazy because see, this is uneven. SpaghettiOs. The divider I wanted will not divide. We're just gonna have to do double. We're gonna have to put a double in here to make it even. Okay, so I learned about anime from my 6th grade teacher. And my 6th grade teacher noticed during reading time that I didn't have a book to read. And he's like, oh, I have something special. Like, I can tell who you are as a person. This is something you will really enjoy. First of all, really weird. Because I'm 11. You're a grown man. So we're going to say that. That's a little weird. But other than that, he gave me a copy of Volume 11 of Full Metal Alchemist. And I was like, a comic book? Girl, why are you handing this to me? I'm 11. I'm not a child. I read Warrior Cats. I read Warrior Cats. But he's like, I promise it's really, really good. So do I like that? So I tried it out. And it was really good. Like, I fell in love immediately. I was like, this, actually, that has a peephole. We don't want a peephole in there. I fell in love with it immediately. And I knew that it was about to become my entire personality. I loved that shit so much that I made my mom buy me the full volume set of the manga so I could read it. And this woman, she had no idea what I was talking about, and she's like, all right, fine. And down the drain goes like what? Back then? $100, $200? I mean, what are volumes worth now these days? Like a full set not half set, not a half box set, the full set. And I loved it. And so that was my first introduction to what anime was. And then my best friend's older sister was also a fucking weeb. So she had all of the, like, all kinds of different manga. Not all of the ones that, but she was into Full Metal Alchemist. And she gave me the DVDs because she's like, oh, because it seems like you actually like it. And, my sister doesn't, blah, 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 all that shit that I don't particularly fucking care about. Then, so I got the animes, not just the manga. Because I started with manga. Let's be clear. I started with manga, and then I got into anime itself. Oh, Jesus. Damn it. And after that, I started wondering, what else is there? Like, obviously, this is a genre. This bitch says in Shonen Jump. What the fuck is Shonen Jump? So I start digging around my fucking little book area at Walmart, and I start collecting like a motherfucker. I still have all of the manga that I purchased when I was really, really young. I'm very proud of that. A useless thing to be proud of, but proud. And I started... Do we have better wallpapers? No. And I started getting into other anime. And Bleach was the second one that I got into. Because this is actually a long rant about why Bleach is number one. I got into Bleach a little bit after Full Metal Alchemist. And I got it because I was saving my allowance to be able to buy, mangas and stuff. And I bought the DVD set for Bleach because it was in the DVD section. I'm like, this looks like what I'm, examining in my life right now. And it was the start of the Huecamundo arc. That was when I got into the Bleach anime. That was when I first started watching it. When when they go to Huecamundo, Ichigo, Uryu, and Chad, they're going to Huecamundo to save Orihime because she ran away. And I have been in love with Bleach ever since. I can name the arcs by the fucking theme songs or the opening songs and ending songs. Like that, I'm a dedicated fan. I'm a dedicated Bleach fan. I love it. So, Bleach will always be at number one. Right now, number two, because number two, it's actually a new generation of anime. It's a Gen 2. I kind of like the black. I can't decide. Oh, wait, you know what we have? We have this new Smart Fiber Classic carpet that was in a base game update. This looks like every fucking cheap carpet ever. So we just gotta decide, do we want it like white or black? I feel like they're always either black or like ugly blue. That's just what goes on. Or do I go with that? Let me make a whole hallway here, and then I'll finish what I was saying. I kind of like the blue. It gives that real... It's a cheap college. But it's not. This is actually not. But like, it feels like they definitely skimped out on the requirements. They were like, yep, we have carpet, we have walls, we have windows. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with black. That just looks more corporation. Corporation's a good word for that. And you know, it's gonna be really gross because you're stepping out. The doors are here, and if you don't have your shower shoe, your house shoe, it's gonna feel real fucking gross. Like you're walking through a carpet in a hotel at a water park. Do y'all remember doing that? That's like nostalgic. Like what the fuck a hallway smells like at a water park, one of the hotels. Very nostalgic. In a bad way. Did I say what was number 2 on my anime list? I don't think I did. It's JJK. JJK is my number 2 right now. Why? We all know why. I think we all know why. So I think in the rooms then, we'll make it a gray carpet. Yeah. So in the dorm rooms, we're gonna make it a gray carpet. And then I think we're gonna have, this is actually gonna be the kitchen. I think I'm gonna make this one the kitchen. This one's gonna be the kitchen. I've said it 4 times. And we're gonna use, what are my linoleum options? Don't like that. I mean, it's giving community. I wish it was in like, I could change it to like a blue, if this came in like a blue. Now it has green. Oh. Actually, there you go. I bet you some of you were screaming at me that it does come in blue. Oh my god. I love this. I've never actually seen the blue version of this. I love this color. I kind of want to do like a laundry room now. Wouldn't that be cute? So what, we have like a community kitchen. And then we can have a community laundry room. Have a couple washer dryers. That would be super cute. I mean, we might have to shrink this as a kitchen just a little bit. Because we can have like a little kitchen and then maybe do a booth area maybe. That might be cute. And then over on this one, we can do the little laundry room. It would be nice to have built-in laundry at school. So we can... Actually, hold on. My brain is tingling right now. It's functioning. It's getting the juices flowing. Because I'm kind of thinking... Ooh. Okay, half walls. No. So, half wall. So there's... We can make that the laundry room. I don't remember. We might have to shrink that just a little. No, I like the taller one. Just, okay, we split this. And then this one is kind of like Duolingo. Shush. Kind of like maybe like a little sitting area, like a little gaming spot. Does that make sense? Are we reading what I'm putting down? We could have little benches here. And then we have like a community TV. We're gonna have like a gaming console and like some couches and stuff. on this one. Does that make sense? Because that was going to be a whole entertainment area. But if we make half of it the laundry room, so like you can kind of converse while people are watching TV. You can sit at these benches. I mean, I'm sure we'll have a couple of other sitting areas. We'll make some little book nooks to read and shit. But most likely people are going to want to hang out in their dorm rooms. But I think that's what we're going to go for over there. Because this is the bathroom. I think I want to grab a soda real fast here. Okay. So the legacy that we're building this for is actually a part of my massive attempt at creating anime characters as families to put into this world. And like, it's a kind of a modern, we're taking them from all different anime and we're modernizing it, and the main character is one of my OCs, because I don't want to fuck with other people's lives, but we'll get to see the drama. Because I don't like playing themselves. Like, it can be fun sometimes, but I like to watch them in the neighborhood stories and see how they fuck up. Because they always do. I had a massive, because I did this on one of my last Sims save files, and it was my baby. And unfortunately I lost it, and not at the same time as when the update happened and it corrupted so many people's games. That didn't happen to mine, but it happened the same day my solid state drive died and I lost everything. It corrupted so much shit. Like, I tried to get it back and I couldn't pull the files. I was pulling files all fucking day when I was able to get it to turn on, because whatever happened with it like fucked up with Windows. And Windows was activating for like 20 minutes at a time I would get, and then it would completely shut down and be like, you need to do a system restore. This thing is completely fried. That's why if you look really closely around this area, it says activate Windows, because I had to get a hard drive and put a new Windows on a hard drive, but it won't update because it's old. I gotta buy a key. That's what it is. I downloaded this from the Microsoft website, and they're like, you need to get a product key, and I just haven't bought the product key because it's worth $200, and more pressing things have come up. The product key is not important if it still works. Okay, so yeah, that's what this is based off of. I don't know which one I like more. We're trying to, in my last save, like I was saying, is that I was watching in the neighborhood stories and like through my Sims relationships, and Toya from My Hero Academia went and married All Might and moved him into the Todoroki household. Of all the people he could have chosen, from the townies that I didn't delete to every single fucking anime character and video game character, I had hell of a boss characters. in this save file. And that motherfucker chose All Might and moved him in to the Todoroki household. Tell me that bitch, that's just canon. It is some shit that you and I both know that Toya would do. He would marry All Might. If he didn't die, or he didn't get crispy, or he didn't become a villain, and he was just some dude covered in tattoos, just the Todoroki family disappointment because he's a fucking loser who doesn't go to work and just drinks and probably smokes cigarettes all day, playing video games with his loser friend Shigaraki. We all know him. We all know someone like that. And he fucking married All Might, who was a celebrity in that save. They'd had barely any romance, and that motherfucker married him. He did it just to piss off his dad. He had more romance with with literally all of his mom's friends, like Bakugo's mom and Izuku's mom, because they're all friends in my head. All the moms are friends. Yeah, Toya was flirting up all of the moms, which is probably also accurate. No, I think we're gonna go with... God damn it. Don't do that. I think we're gonna go with these. Cause, like, they seem like the ugliest. And used. But we'll do it in gray? Full gray? Maybe gray here, and then we'll do white by the shower part. I think we're gonna put more wall here too. Can I have the walls, please? Please! So, like, you know. Shit. I wish I could... I'll put a divider there. You know, a divider might work. Because we're gonna have... Yeah. Two people will have to shower in the broad daylight. I apologize for everybody getting to see your butt cheeks, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. Because over here is gonna be our toilet stalls. And then this is just a fucking annoyance now. What could we put in here? Ooh, what about lockers? What if we delete that part? And we do that. Is this something that's in dorm rooms? Something that probably should be in dorm rooms. Is like little lockers so you can have your stuff. Let's see what they would look like actually before we start making rash decisions. Let's make sure my idea is actually okay sounding and not stupid sounding. Like, yeah, you see what I mean? Like, we all get lockers. It's probably something they should do, but I'm guessing they don't. Ooh. Oh, that's a problem. What about not actual, like, lockers, but, like, decoration lockers? Is that better? Is that better? Maybe we can change the color? What colors do we have? Ugly brown, white, and black. I don't know. I guess it depends on what color we make the walls, because these aren't... This was an accident. This one was an accident. It's not this color. or not pattern, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So do we go... That's terrible. Ooh! No, no, no. Because I feel like only this part's gonna be tile and the rest is going to be half tile. And actually here. So that's tiled against the tiled. And then we have the other option of just the white. Because I think this is what's going to be on the outside, right? We got to have the generic community hallway color, which is usually this really, really ugly white because it's the cheapest color. It's not like a bright one or clear or pearl or cream. It looks like something that has been touched by a bunch of greasy fingers all day long. That's the color it gives. So do we want that, or do we want in the bathroom part, like we have the pure expressions on the outside, and then having the pixel perfect on the inside because it's got the tiles? I think we're gonna go with that. And then in the shower area, put full tiles. I hope the microphone is picking all of this up. Otherwise, this is gonna be a shit show. Oh, no. Damn it. I don't think we're gonna put it in that area. But right here, right here, right here. Yeah. That side, that side, that side, that side, that side, that side, that side. And then do the wraparound. I think we'll actually make it that one too. And then use the half wall. Yeah. Because it's always going to be boring colors, doesn't it? Every time you live in some kind of community spot, or like you're working at some kind of community spot, it's gotta be absolutely boring ass fucking colors. No personality whatsoever. What happened to the whimsy? All the whimsy of the world is gone. And then maybe we actually make this part the gray tiles. Makes the shape interesting. Makes the flooring interesting. Keeps it separated. And then we'll have the toilets. And I think we'll put sinks here. Maybe here. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the beige ones. Oh, no, I want this. Kind of like them. Oh no. I just... no. Okay. I had to take a drink of my soda. Okay. Back to work. Ow. My shoulder is killing me. I don't know if I can do this. I'm scrunched up like a little shrimpy. So I can talk into my fucking microphone. Ugh. Damn it. Okay. It's back on the table. I was lifting up for a brief moment there. But it was really hard to be able to play. It needs to be in front of my face. I need to get a fucking stand. This is just not possible. Anyways, I don't want to focus on the bathroom yet. I'm trying to decorate. Gotta start with this part before I can decide what to do with the other stuff. Because then we're gonna have, you know, all the boring community area items. We got some nice new ones with Adventure Awaits. I think it's gonna go really, really well with like the blender and stuff. I got a lot of ideas for that pack too. I want to build a couple of... I want to try my hand at using the itineraries. If I get really, really quiet, I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus in on getting this part done. I realistically could have just... What am I doing? Oh yeah, because I was afraid I was going to fuck with the inside of this. Or the outside. And then we're going to do it all in all of the dorm parts too. Because the, maybe not the kitchen. Because this is supposed to be also super boring. And I think for the kitchen, we're going to use... Let me see, what's the biggest door frame we can get? I do like that. I do kind of like that. Yeah, because I kind of want to add... I like a wall. I don't want to see an exposed counter. I like to have them against the walls. I found pieces. See? Oh, it didn't do that. It just looked like it did. It acted like it was. Whatever. Okay. We're gonna save. I haven't actually... Oh no. I didn't know they did that! How ridiculous! And you only need one fucking mailbox? Fuck you. That doesn't make any fucking sense. One fucking mailbox. There's like 5 at least. Is that the one I grabbed? Whatever. I don't think it fucking matters. They all look the same. They all look the same. See, this is another one of my other problems with the fucking Sims. This is from City Living. Yeah, this is from City Living. This is from Discover University. And this is from Lovestruck. And they all look the fucking same. Here. City Living. Discover University. And Lovestruck. All the same. But look, we got different shades? You couldn't just add more shades to it? Like the one it originally came with? Why did we get 3 of the same fucking mailbox? They're named differently, but it's the same item. I don't get it sometimes. I don't get why I put up with it. Because these are from the expansion packs. These aren't from, you know, I mean, even a game pack would be a little rough. Why am I surprised? Okay, let's actually save now. And move on to the next part. Should we work on... Ugh. I think we should work on the outside. I looked at it for a couple seconds and I realized that I was not... No, let's finish the bathroom. I'll work on the outside last. Let's do the bathroom. I was having fun in here. That's why it took me so long in here. No, I'm going to change these colors. So that just looks much better. I'm going to work on the bathroom because I was having fun when I was looking at the tiles. Because this is what the inspiration all came from this build, was that I just wanted to build some kind of dorm room with a shower in the middle. We're going to use the crappy showers because this is shit college. That looks good. And then I think we'll put, like, you know, curtains here, probably. Maybe if I could get that to work if I had... New thought. And then... because it looks so cute here. I don't know. I'm really digging that vibe, and I really hope it's functional. If not, I apologize, and you can pull this forward if it is not functional. Because I'm not going to play test it. I play test it when I fucking get here. That's how I play test. I want it to look absolutely beautiful in the world until I play in it. That's just the way it works. Stalls. Oh no. I can only get 2 toilets in here. Shit. That's not gonna work. I gotta get rid of this wall. But now it's gonna look really bad. Oh. And your lockers are right next to the shitters. I mean, that's real shitty. It's really shitty, but it kind of somewhat makes sense to have lockers right next to the fucking pooper. You're trying to get your shower stuff and you just hear somebody blasting ass. unbelievable. Okay. What do I want for sync? Probably these ones, right? I don't know, what did Discovery University have a sync? No. Odd. Ooh. Yeah. This is familial-wise. And, ooh. And kind of nostalgic-wise. Jesus. And then for mirrors, no. I kind of like these ones. Like it's just awful. I'm trying to make the experience the most horrible thing they've ever had, our Sims will ever have to experience. That is kind of like the goal for this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knock your shit off. I want to use Alt. That item is the best use for Alt because it has to be slotted against a wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's technically not enough lockers for everybody that will be living. If all of these are 2-people dorms, that's 8 Sims. And there's only 7 lockers. Theoretically, that means one of the students who gets in here doesn't get a fucking locker. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna save. Because, I mean, there's a couple other items I want to add. And go through do the decorations. Oh, no. So, I started watching. Because my point was earlier, I was talking about anime. This is very, very scattered of me. But number 3 right now for me is My Hero Academia, which is technically another new gen anime. That's two so far. And Bleach is the only original generation that I'm from that I like. That's still in my top 5. A new surprising anime. I started watching Gachi Yakuta. And I really like it. But I also get this weird feeling of, like, I love it, but I'm a little frightened to like it. It's an odd thing to say, but I worry it's giving me vibes that it's not gonna, because, like, so far the episodes have been explosive. The last episode, if you watched it with Amo, fucking crazy. I appreciate how the creator was not scared to go there and explained it really, really well, might I add. Does this make the showers non-functioning? I guess we're gonna find out. This is so hard to tell if they're equal. Don't think they are. No, they definitely aren't. Damn it. This is hard for my brain to tell right now. You can probably tell that my brain is working overtime to figure where to put these fucking soap. And that one still ended up the tallest. Jesus Christ. And now I can't tell if it's the same height or not. I'm gonna go with yes, because it was not working the way I wanted it to. Okay. Now let's see. They have stuff from Get to Work. That is always good juju. Yeah, they got the public stuff. We're gonna put our fire hydrant there. But we got soap. I kinda like that one. I like that one the most. You got 2 of those. And then you got I forget what they're called. Towel dispensers. I looked at it, I read it, brain did not retain it. I don't know about the trash cans. I mean, they're very public looking. I was thinking more like this. Wait, this is Get to Work. What am I fucking saying? That's exactly what I was looking for. And guess what? Get to Work. Oh. Wow. I said it shouldn't be too long. You know what we need? Is I need something to react to. I want to do reacts. I think it would be really nice. Maybe if we listen and we hit pause every once in a while. there toilet plungers? Chat. Is there toilet plungers in dorm room bathrooms? I don't actually know. I've never been in one. I feel like there should be. Or would that be like a storage closet thing? When you have to call the janitor. Is it funnier to have a toilet plunger in here? Or you have to call a janitor? Because honestly, you have to call a janitor. Really embarrassing if you fucking clog up the toilet. You know, this is traumatizing, re-traumatizing somebody out there, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry. It's not my intention. But I imagine these are the shenanigans that I imagine happens at college. Sims 3 camera. Is that somebody really fucking fucks up the toilet every once in a while. Alt. Awful. Alt. Ay. Ooh. Precariously balanced. But that's probably why somebody... Oh! Not even the same height. Also, not really the same height. But... fucking kidding me. But it's gonna look too ridiculously high up here. Wait. This requires the shelf. Oh. A little too close. I'm gonna try to... a little higher. I'm gonna try to match it up. And then we're gonna slide it off. There we go. Shut up, Duolingo. I imagine somebody forgets their toothpaste every once in a while. Why does it look like frosting? I like that one. It looks the most like toothpaste. The other ones look like frosting. Or like lotion. Okay. What else do we have in here? Nope, we got hand towels. And soap dispensers. And there wouldn't be any towels, because I assume everybody would have bought their own towel. It would kind of be really gross to use public towels all the time. Not hampers. I don't want to put hampers. Bathroom clutter. And sleep bathroom. Let me see. I got toilet paper. No. I think this is pretty good for a public bathroom. I got the mirrors. That's the most important part. Maybe like a full body mirror. Or you think you'd have that in your room? Probably in your room. People who are actually live in a dorm right now, are freaking the fuck out. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just making educated guesses. Okay. I think the next part we're going to work on is this part. Because I got really excited when I thought about it. This little half area. I want... You know, what I realized what I don't like about the railings is that they don't really pull in. You know what I mean? They're all sticking out. They all have a little ledge. I don't really like that. I don't know. I'll do with the best that I got. Is this one thinner? No, that one has cheeses on it. Maybe a little lighter than this. I think that's the original color. I guess we're gonna stick with the original color. For now. Until I get upset and hate it. I mean, I guess it kind of matches the windows. We'll say that. Okay. Move on. To washing machines and dryers. So, are we gonna have them stacked so we can have maximum amount of washer and dryer? You know what I'm saying? That way we have enough that's 4. So 1 for each room, quote unquote. Each dorm. Yeah, that seems feasible for me right now. And we're gonna use these ones with the buttons instead of telling you what it is, because they are the most realistic looking in my eyes. That's another thing we're gonna build in this world. We're gonna have a full laundromat. Definitely now I know for sure because I found that tile. I discovered this tile that has been around for years exists. And I love it, and it's going to go into my laundromat. But for my mini laundromat here... Ooh, no. Maybe this? No. No, I want them to be like cheap looking with kind of drawers. Maybe this. If it had a different top. Maybe. Maybe it's the drawers? Might be the drawers. What other colors do we have? Ooh. Okay. An all white one. There, that's very community. That works, I think. What about cabinets? Maybe let's see cabinets before I make a decision. That's an ugly cabinet. We might not have cabinets. I seen that and I hated it. I don't know. We'll decide in a second. We gotta go back to counters because we picked a counter, and now we gotta pick the island, because that was also a main point about this, is that we're gonna have an island that you can sit at. Do we want to have an edge on it? That looks super cute. I like it. Okay. We're gonna go with this. I'm gonna save, and I gotta take a bathroom break. Alright. I'm back. I had to grab some snackies. You can probably hear me crunching. Okay. Oh, really? Right as soon as I come back? Let's. Oh, I hear the Sims music. Here we go. Back to Pokemon music. Actually, maybe not Pokemon. I'm kind of feeling. Mm, I don't know. That might actually get us. Never mind. We're gonna start with Pokemon. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I might get copyrighted if I play those songs, and I don't want to deal with that right now. Stream 1 copyrighted. So what are we gonna put for TV in here? Because I think it should be on the wall. Yeah? Or should it be... Not that one. Is there a camera? What if we... Damn it. Damn it! Use this and put it as the diagonal. I did it again. I kind of like diagonal. Why can't they just both do the same thing? Yeah, kind of like that. Oh, it's not fully, just nice and crooked, just a little. And then I kind of want... No, not that. No, not that. That's really disgusting. What kind of makes sense? Maybe... I don't know. Maybe not this one. Maybe that one? Kind of ugly. No. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think we'll go with the green one. Boop. Yeah, oh, it matches the tiles. You know what? It matches the tiles. We're gonna keep it. And then we're gonna have the dark green one. Yeah. The dark green poof. And then a dark green chair. Right? Because that's what that's from. Yep. The book. The books. Actually, that wasn't the same pack. That's the cozy whatever. What was Book Nooks? This one. We'll go with this chair. Hold on, my phone's ringing.
You're home for the holidays, back in your old room. Oh.
Okay. I think we're gonna finish this room and then be done for the night of this video because it's already at 3 hours. So we're gonna finish this up. I think we're gonna have these secret little chairs. I think only 2. You know, because there's never any. You know, actually, when I look at my time, I'm not gonna have enough time. Okay, I'm gonna save this. We're gonna save it twice. And that's gonna be the end of the stream, I think. Because I gotta get going. So, well, that'll be it. Bye, guys. I hope you liked the video. And, we'll see. We'll continue this build in the next one. Okay. Bye-bye. Subscribe.